At its most basic, cooking is the process of combining, mixing, or applying heat to food. It increases the palatability and appearance of food. Cooking enhances flavors and can change or improve texture. Cooking is used to blend the food into another product, such as mixing flour, sugar, and eggs to make a cake. Some foods are inedible unless cooked. Cooking destroys bacteria and removes toxins edible. For example, heat destroys toxic solanine in potatoes. Cooking involves transferring heat from a heat source to the food. There are basically two methods of cookery. One is wet and the other is dry. Wet or moist methods of cookery is where the food is cooked by immersing in a liquid, usually water or stock. This includes things like boiling, blanching, and poaching. In dry cooking, heat is transferred to the food via air, as in baking in an oven or air fryer, fat in a deep fryer, metal via a saucepan, and radiation in a microwave. This method generally uses higher temperatures than wet cookery methods and includes methods such as baking, grilling, and roasting. Cooking can alter the nutrient value of the food. Sometimes it is improved, but usually it is decreased. Beneficial enzymes can be damaged, and some vitamins and minerals are sensitive to heat. They can be water soluble or sensitive to alkaline cooking liquids. Vitamin C is particularly susceptible to losses due to cooking. Colour can be leached during the cooking process. Carrots can dull in colour, and broccoli can wash out to be a dull shade of green. Spinach, kale, and silver beet, and other dark green leafy type vegetables are particularly susceptible to colour losses. Grains can also lose nutrients during cooking, when cooking grains and legumes using the boiling method. More nutrients are lost as the excess water is discarded. Cooking using a heat absorption method where water is not discarded is a better option to retain nutrients. It is important to eat foods such as some fruit and vegetables raw due to their high vitamin and mineral content. Most plant cells are surrounded by cellulose, which is softened by cooking, making them more digestible. Cereals, roots, and pulses such as legumes contain a greater amount of starch. Because of this, they are not easily digested unless cooked. When the starch granules are heated in the presence of water, water passes through the walls of the granules into the cell. It swells and softens. This process causes the starch to gelatinize, and it becomes easier to digest. Cooked rice is a good example of this process. When cooking meat, the muscle tissue protein coagulates and is denatured. The loss of B group vitamins during cooking meat can be significant, especially as meat can supply about 20% of thiamine in the diet. The loss is proportional to the cooking temperature, and about 30 to 60% may be lost during roasting.